share some fire today. Okay, now the title is The Cost of Staying Silent. Now, ladies, you might be thinking I'm talking about all the stuff going on in the world, because I do talk a lot about that. But this is so much more than just that. I just got done dancing and my hair's a little all over the place. Don't mind me, okay? Bathrooms are being used up. It takes me a while to get myself, after my workout, get all cleaned up because, we've got lots of girls in the house. And I want to come to you now. All right. What is the cost of staying silent? Come in, say hi, tell me where you're joining from. I love connecting with people. I want to hear from you. Ladies, many women are not struggling because they lack faith. They are struggling because they keep silencing what they already know to be true. This can disrupt and just create big madness within us. And I promise you it does, because it happened to me. All right. So you want to choose life. And I'm going to dive into more of that. Okay. What choosing life today looks like. Speaking on honest truth instead of staying silent. Setting one boundary instead of tolerating misalignment. Where have you been just letting people walk all over you? Where have you been tolerating bullshit? Okay. Today, maybe you're taking one step towards health instead of avoiding the mirror. This is what, these are the steps. Okay, ladies, making one aligned decision, even if it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it is. It's uncomfortable to tell people the truth, right? To use your voice, but it's necessary, because what happens when you don't use your voice and you just hold on to it? It stirs up inside of you. It causes resentment, and pretty soon you are causing stress, disease. Your nervous system is out of whack. You can't have that. Okay, you cannot be in the best health, and plus you're going to hold on to fat. Okay, your cortisol spikes. It's just a hot mess. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So here's an anchored truth. Yahweh does not destroy women who struggle. He restores women who choose alignment, meaning be you, be authentically you, speak your truth, whatever that is. Okay, faith is not silence. Faith is clarity with courage. What's up? Welcome to the show. Say hi. Yahweh, thank you. Well, did I go too far? What just happened? I did. I did not even go back up to my top. Guys, don't mind me, okay? I don't know how that even happened. In today's Wake the Fuck Up daily episode, we're going to talk honestly about the cost of staying silent at home, in relationships, at work, and even in your own body. Guys, we're going to talk about desire and sex and all of that too, okay? And being real in all areas. Okay, this episode reframes faith not as fear of punishment, but as responsibility. Early Yeshua tradition taught that ignored truth doesn't disappear. It turns inward, creates conflict, disorder, and it erodes your confidence, ladies. You don't want that, okay? Today we're going to explore why silence strains confidence, how self-betrayal creates internal collapse, real examples modern women are facing today. We're going to talk about that, and how faith restores clarity, courage, and alignment. This is faith without fear, truth without shame, and confidence rebuilt from the inside out. Don't forget to subscribe to Tina Parker TV so you don't miss Wake the Fuck Up daily, and share this with a woman that is tired of betraying herself. All right? Maybe it's a woman that you know. Maybe it's a girlfriend, whatever. Maybe it's your wife, and you see that she's betraying herself. Okay? Connect her with me. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. That's in the Gospel of Thomas, saying number 70. Okay, and here's another scripture in Deuteronomy 30:19. Choose life so that you and your children may live. That's powerful if you really think about the deep meaning of it, okay? when we're not going full out, our kids are watching. Okay. You want your kids to see that you are a great example, that you do what you say you're going to do, that um, you expect the best from you and you expect the best from others, that, you know, you're not just a silent little passerby or a silent little, person that's just being a spectator in life. Don't be a freaking spectator, okay? No one respects those people. All right? Let's be clear about something from the giddy up, okay? This teaching does not frame destruction as punishment from Yahweh. So the destruction, the internal destruction that happens from being silent, the cost of it, it doesn't come as punishment from Yahweh. Okay? It describes an internal collapse that happens when truth, discernment, or calling is suppressed. That's why you don't want to suppress it. Okay? I believe we're all here for a purpose, and when we suppress that, it creates internal conflict. And that conflict turns into stress. Stress is disease, resentment, the whole thing. You just don't want it. Okay? It's going to hang on to your belly fat. Let's get real. Okay? And it's going to cause disease. It attracts disease. Okay? This is not fear-based. This is just about being responsible. All right? This is responsible faith. In early wisdom, what happens when the truth is silenced? Okay, early Yeshua tradition taught something very direct. Truth ignored becomes internal conflict, discernment silenced becomes disorder, and calling denied becomes decay. Not because Yahweh is angry, but because misalignment erodes you from the inside. This is how confidence dies quietly. When you're not practicing using your voice, when you're not practicing showing up daily, when you're not practicing winning on all the time, like racking the wins, you're going to die slowly. Calling me down. I have this song that went in my head when I said that. Killing me softly. You guys know that song? And his. Oh, let's talk about real life, okay? Real places women stay silent today. Many women see danger, but not silence. Okay? They know something is off, but they minimize it. Maybe you don't want to have conflict with your husband. Maybe you don't want to have conflict with other people, your friends. Maybe where you work. Okay? Maybe not with yourself. You're not keeping it real with yourself. All right? Examples that women live every day. You see what's happening in the world, but you tell yourself, it's not my place to speak. You're carrying the family financially or emotionally, but your husband isn't leading. And you swallow your resentment, but internally you're like, step up, motherfucker. What are you doing? Right? Why are you being lazy? Okay, quit being a little PUSSY. All right, you hate your 9 to 5. Make barely enough to survive, but you say because it feels safe. That's why you have to stay there. Oh, I guess I like the guarantee. Okay, well, the guarantee is not leveling you up. The guarantee isn't changing your household lifestyle. It's not helping you advance in life. All right? It's not helping you give back. You're showing your children it's okay to be mediocre, be average. Okay? It's not okay. Okay? Your values no longer align with the people around you. Maybe you're around POSs, they're not doing anything great with their life, and they're keeping you small because you're like, because you just keep doing what they do and you don't advance, or you just don't let them go. Your values no longer align with the people around you, but you keep showing up to fit in. No, it doesn't work, folks. Okay. You're going to be living a mediocrity life, and you're looking at other people like, oh, I wish I could have that. Well, you can, but you got to make some changes. You got to make some sacrifices. And it starts with people usually. All right. You've let your health slide. You don't feel strong or sexy, so you disconnect from your body and intimacy. Okay. I'm doing a live. See all the people on here? I don't have it right here. It's upstairs. That's my little granddaughter, and she wants a piece of gum. But staying silent about it erodes you, okay? None of this makes you weak, but staying silent erodes you. Here's where the self-betrayal is the real cost. The real damage isn't the situation. It's the moment you know and you don't act. You know something's off, but you don't do anything about it, okay? That's where the self-betrayal happens. When you see danger, but stay quiet. You see there's bad things going on in the world. You have a voice, you have experience, but you stay silent, okay? You're going to create just a mess within you, okay? You got to let it out. That's energy. You got to let it out. I always say that because when you hold that energy in, it does not do you any good and no one else. Okay? You feel called to protect, but you delay. Sense misalignment, but you tolerate it. The cost isn't external punishment. So it doesn't come from Yahweh. It doesn't come from other people. It costs internal erosion. Confidence fades, clarity blurs, resentment builds, self-trust collapses, and pretty soon you got that resentment and stress and cortisol and nervous system, and you're going to hang on to fat and you're going to attract disease, and it's just not worth it. Okay? Be you, stay in alignment, speak what you feel. All right? Show up authentically you. So that's the destruction the ancient teaching was warning us about. What confidence actually is. Confidence is not pretending things are fine. Confidence is not performing strength. Confidence is bringing forth what you know to be true with wisdom, restraint, and courage. Not explosively. You don't have to, get explosive like you can hear the girls upstairs. The mom is yelling at the daughter. Not recklessly. I mean, sometimes you might yell, let's be real. We're parents of teenagers, and sometimes you need to and my granddaughters push back. So it raises the roof. All right. They're not they have a brain and they want to get their point across too. So it turns into a little bit of a, can you hear it? Not emotionally, but responsibly. This is faith in action. Okay, so choosing life, practical responsibility. Choosing life today looks like speaking one honest truth instead of staying silent. Setting one boundary instead of tolerating misalignment. Taking one step toward health instead of avoiding the mirror. And making one aligned decision, even if it's uncomfortable. You don't have to fix everything today. That's the thing, is I think some people, they see their life as a mess and they get overwhelmed with all the things that need to change, and they just want to just say fuck it, right? Well, that's not the right way to go about it. You can make small changes daily. They compound, and pretty soon you can totally change the trajectory of your life and show others how to do that too. Okay? You just have to stop betraying yourself. You have to make small changes daily. And it could be brushing your teeth, making the bed, going to the gym, walking for 20 minutes, eating, 30 grams of protein, in the morning, at least 30. And just things, eating right. Maybe you tell yourself you're not going to have any sugar that day and you don't do it. You don't have the sugar. Then you're just like, oh, I'm freaking winning on repeat. I'm racking up these wins, and it's incredible what it does to your confidence and your trust in yourself. So here's the anchored truth. Yahweh does not destroy women who struggle. He restores women who choose alignment. Faith is not silence. Faith is clarity and courage. So also, you want to, maybe your husband wants sex. Maybe you want to feel desired. Maybe hot. And so you got to look inward. You got to get the mirror and you got to look at yourself and go, our sex life sucks. What's going on? Maybe he, doesn't find me attractive anymore. What do I need to do so that I feel sexy and I want to put on the sexy clothes? I want to get hot for him. I want to do all the things that he wants me to do, right, ladies? Okay. You want to be the hot, fierce woman that shows up the way you desire to show up, but then also what your husband is like, oh, my wife is the freaking bomb. Okay. There's no other one else out there like her. Okay. I think that's how I want to be anyway. So let's say closing prayer. Okay. We got some real turning up going on upstairs. What's up, all of you? Does my stomach growl a lot? That's funny. It was last night, actually. It kept me up. All right. Yahweh, thank you for another day. Thank you for the breath in her lungs, for the wisdom you continue to provide her with, and the clarity rising within her. Thank you for her family, for her growth, happiness, even when it feels quiet, and for the strength that you are building within her. Thank you for her, you're building within her through responsibility. That's the key. Okay. Thank you for the relationships in her life, for the opportunities already present, and for those unfolding in perfect timing. Thank you that she does not need to wait to matter. She is here for such a time as this, and we honor her courage, her discernment, and all that she is becoming. Amen. Oh, thank you so much, horse lovers. Sweet Peaches, I like that name. Hey. What's up, Sweet Peaches? Hello, 3D the Explorer. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. Very cool. 3D the Explorer used to join me all the time. Anyway, that was pretty cool. All right, y'all. I actually have something that if you wanted it, it's like a worksheet to help you understand if you are staying silent, if there's areas that you're staying silent. I'm going to put them on my stories. No, I'm going to do a carousel. Have you guys seen that where you swipe? Okay. In the carousel, it'll give you ideas of how and what areas in your life you might be staying silent. So if you want to see that, you got to follow me at The Real Tina Parker, and we're going to grow together. I hope you guys have an incredible day. It is Monday. I love Mondays. Okay. I like every day, to be honest. Another day I get to live and show up and be high energy and get excited about the impact and meeting people and all the things. I love it. So anyway, I hope you guys have an incredible day, and we'll see you soon.